We all love our cats, right? I mean, we do anything for them. But what if I told you that some of the things we do with the absolute best intentions are actually, well, quietly breaking their hearts? It's all about learning to see the world through their eyes. And that, my friends, can change absolutely everything.
Yeah, it's a tough question to ask yourself, I know. But it's so important. So today we're going to dive into some of those really common, totally unintentional ways we might be making our cats feel sad or scared or even a little let down. And the goal here? It's simple, to make that incredible bond we have with them even stronger.
And this quote it hits right at the heart of it all, doesn't it? Cats can't talk to us in our language, but man, they feel things so deeply. They build these powerful, loving bonds, and their trust, once that's broken, it is so hard to get back. The stakes are way higher than we often think.
Okay, so where do we even begin? Let's start with the biggest hurdle of them all, communication. It's so easy to think we're listening, but are we really, truly hearing what our cats are trying to tell us in their own special, cat language? Now look at these signs for a second. They're so subtle, aren't they? A cat gives you that slow blink, which is basically a kitty kiss, by the way, or a little soft meow, or maybe a gentle tap on your arm. If we consistently just ignore that, they don't just get frustrated. They actually learn that trying to communicate with us is pointless. And eventually, and this is the really heartbreaking part, some of them just give up.
This right here, this perfectly shows the whole problem with trying to punish a cat. From our view, we think we're teaching them, hey, don't scratch the couch. But from their point of view, they have no idea what they did wrong. All they know is that suddenly the person they trust most in the entire world is loud and scary. They don't learn a lesson about furniture, they just learn to be afraid of you. And that fear just eats away at the foundation of your entire relationship.
All right, let's shift gears and talk about their primal needs. Because a happy cat is about so much more than just a full food bowl and fresh water. They've got these ancient, hardwired instincts that are absolutely critical for their mental well-being.
15 minutes. That's it. It sounds like nothing, right? Barely any time at all. But for an indoor cat, that little bit of interactive playtime with a wand toy, it's not a bonus, it's essential. It is their version of hunting. It's how they release stress, use their brains, and connect with you. When we skip it, to them, it's not just that they're bored, it's like they're invisible.
And this is huge. How many of these behaviors get written off as a bad cat? But they're not being bad. They're basically sending out an SOS. A cat that attacks your feet under the blanket isn't being mean. It's a frustrated hunter with no outlet for that energy. They are telling you, in the only way they know how, that they are deeply, profoundly bored and need you to engage with them.
Even something as basic as the litter box sends a powerful emotional message. It's not just about hygiene. Cats are meticulously clean creatures. So when their bathroom is dirty, it's not just an inconvenience for them. To a cat, it feels like their core needs and their comfort just aren't important to the person they rely on for absolutely everything. Now, let's talk about their world. Because for an indoor cat, our home is their entire universe. And in that universe, feeling safe and secure isn't just a nice-to-have, it's everything. It's non-negotiable. Every single cat needs a sanctuary. It might be under the bed, way back in the closet, or maybe just a shabby old cardboard box. This is their safe space, their do not disturb room. And the number one rule of the sanctuary? You do not violate it. When we reach in and pull them out, even if it's for a cuddle, we're breaking a sacred trust. We're sending a message that says, nowhere is truly safe. We have this image of cats as these independent, stoic creatures, but that's really not the whole story. The truth is, they can get deeply lonely. And being left alone for too long isn't just boring for them. It's an emotional spiral. It starts with confusion, like, where did my person go? Then it can build into real anxiety. And if it becomes a daily routine, some cats just withdraw. They learn not to get too attached because you always leave. The good news is, building this feeling of safety isn't some big, complicated mystery. It really just comes down to consistency, predictable feeding times, quiet spaces they know they can retreat to, and respecting their choice to either engage or hide. These simple things create a stable world where a cat doesn't just survive, they can actually thrive. And really, all of this leads us to the most important point of all. We have to learn to translate our human version of love into a language our cats can genuinely understand and appreciate.
This is where so many of our best intentions can go wrong.
We show love like humans, with big hugs, kisses, and loud, happy talk, but for a lot of cats, that can feel overwhelming or even threatening. They understand love through much quieter gestures, a predictable routine, a slow blink from across the room, or just you being there, quietly in the same space, and always respecting their boundaries.
So really, it all boils down to one simple, powerful truth. More than fancy toys, more than gourmet treats, love to a cat is the profound feeling of being safe in your presence and feeling completely and totally understood. That's it. That's the secret.
And you know what? Here's the best part. You don't have to be perfect. The very act of trying, of learning to see the world from their perspective, that in itself is a profound act of love. Just being aware is the first giant step toward healing any accidental hurt and building an even deeper bond.
At the end of the day, your cat already sees you as the center of their universe. You're their provider, their protector, their whole family. They already believe you're the best person in the world. So the real question is, are you ready to step up and truly be that safe, understanding, and loving person they already believe you to be?